Did it feel like there was just a little bit of rust between Brock and everybody on the offense today?
I mean, I don't really know right now. I mean, when I watch the tape, we'll go ahead and see that. But I don't think it was anything to do with Brock and being rusty or anything like that.
Anything you can put your finger on? Just anything you can put your finger on, struggles-wise?
No, just because, the game of football is so detailed. I mean, when I watch film, it'll be a lot easier to answer that question where I could see, the actual details, if it was, the receivers getting to the right depth or being in the right spot or whatever it is. So I won't have that answer until I turn on the tape.
Health-wise, how are you doing and what was going on out there? I know you were running up and down the sideline, probably testing the knee.
Yeah, I was testing it out. I felt pretty hard on that one play on the sideline. Try to keep my feet in bounds, and I felt pretty hard on my knee. And I was just feeling pain and a little bit of instability, so, I wasn't trying to really mess with it. I was moving around. I was working with some of the trainers to try to make it feel better to go back out there, and that wasn't the case for me. I went out for one more play and felt a little bit of pain and a little bit of instability, so I just kind of shut it down from there.
Is it the same that you've been having issues with before?
No, I've never had issues with this, no. Yeah.
You might have said it already, but every week there's no such thing as an NFL game that's easy, and you pointed it out when you turn the ball over 4 times. It's pretty tough to win.
Yeah, you cannot win a football game. It's a league, turning the ball over 4 times and getting 0 turnovers, In the NFL, you can't make mistakes like that and expect to win games. And the fact that it was only a 5-point game, and we had the ball driving down to win the game was pretty crazy. So,
what can you say about your defense that has been keeping you in games?
Major hats off to them and kudos to them because they've been playing their ass off, and it's really cool to see. It's really cool for me, to go against them every day in practice and get better against those guys that are, we have the best defense in the league. So, it's really good.
Do you plan on more testing this week before Thursday, or do you think you'll be good for Thursday?
I don't have the answer to that right now. I'm going to see the doctors and see the trainers and see what kind of plan they have for me moving forward. But, yeah, I don't really have an answer to that. Hopefully I am, yeah.
Thursday games are tough, but is there any solace that you guys can get back out there right away and you don't have to sit on this one too long?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of talked about that in the locker room already, and we're just like, we can't soak on this. We got to move forward. When you got a Thursday game, that's the only choice you got. You can't sit back there and mope on a game like this. You got to let it go and don't let it turn into 2.
How nice was it to have DeMarcus out there, just another blanket to get him back?
Yeah, for sure. DeMarcus, he's a baller, man. He actually went to the University of Florida too, so we had that going for him too. But yeah, he's a baller, man. He's a good dude to have the huddle, energy-wise. And as you can see, he's got mittens too. So when the ball's in there, he's gonna go get it. And yeah.
Kendrick said sometimes it's he's just learning how to get to the right spots at the right time, just feeling it out. And he said he's trying to get used to it. You've seen him trying to get better at that.
Who was it? Who you
Kendrick Bourne.
Kendrick Bourne? Yeah, no, for sure. He's got a history in this offense too. So it was when he first came here. You can tell it was an easy transition for him to get in the offense. But yeah, there's so many different details in this offense, and it's always changing each and every week, depending on the game plan. And you got to be on the same page with the quarterback. If not, it's going to get exposed. So yeah, no, he's definitely doing a good job of getting to those spots and making sure he's on those details.
All right, thanks, Ricky.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you.